Hey, hello, friends. It's Randy here with you tonight, and wanted to go on a bit of a rant here. I've been paying attention, like all of us have, to some news coming out of Indianapolis about the firing of Commissioner Andy Zay from the IURC. Now, some people may celebrate that, and listen, you may or may not know Andy or agree with him, but you could fire every member of the IURC, every member of the OUCC, and any other four-letter agency in Indianapolis. You could fire all of them. But every one of those agencies operates under legislative purview, meaning that they were created by legislation. They're funded through legislation. They're chartered through legislation. Firing people in bureaucracies will not solve the problem of high energy rates. Legislative action is the only thing that will solve it. Executive orders won't solve it. Firing people won't solve it. It's about electing legislators who are focused on resolving these issues. Now, I did a 5-part video series much earlier this year on NIPSCO, and what that included was the legislative acts that created what are called the tracker system, capital trackers, expense trackers, etc. And those things allow for NIPSCO and other power companies to charge you 80% of certain expenses in between rate cases, really without you knowing about it. They just add it to your bill. They just incorporate it. There's nothing that any governor or IURC commissioner can do to change that because the legislators, the people's government, adopted those laws. Now, my hope is that with some fresh eyes on this issue, in next year's or late this year, early next year's legislative session, that we will see some work being done to reshape that full slate of legislation that enables this sort of corrupt practice. And you know, one of the cool things about going out on picket lines with the folks from NIPSCO when they were locked out is I learned a lot. One of the things I learned is NIPSCO uses their capital trackers as a way to protect their bottom line. They use it as a way to protect their shareholder dividends. There's not many businesses out there that their trajectory of dividends just goes up at a perfect 45-degree angle, never any deviation. It is a constant growth skew. So what they do is they'll have even employees clock in under a different code as a way to utilize the tracker system, which is again enabled by legislation, to put the expense of that employee from operations to capital, which then protects their bottom line and their financial reports. They do the same with contractors. Why was it such a big deal for NIPSCO to be able to use contractors whenever they want? Because contractors are paid out of capital, and that protects their bottom line. So again, you cannot change this with just bureaucratic measures. This has to be done through the legislative process, and I'm hoping that the legislators will take the time to educate themselves. And if you aren't aware of the entire process, and you're a person running for state legislature, go watch my videos. I will include a nifty link for you to go watch the full 5-part series. I hope that it provides the information that you need to understand that we have got to press our legislators in this session to take action on a very flawed system, create the transparency that the ratepayers deserve, and give us fair rates to support a good power system and make sure that it's sustainable, not just for the infrastructure, but also for the ratepayers. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a good day.